Okay, Jasmine tag. Let's see if I can remember all the questions. You know, my memory ain't so good. Busby and I are back in Lyons Woods. I like this weather. It's 60 something, and there's kind of a breeze every once in a while. Like zero humidity. Well, I'm sure it's not zero, but low humidity. Just nice. It's like the start of fall type weather. Okay, what was your longest relationship? Now, there are all kinds of relationships. I think, like Alex mentioned, his was a friendship of 25 years. I think Jasmine was referring to a romantic relationship. My longest relationship would probably be with my parents, because they knew me the first to begin with. So that would be 50 years every year of my life. Longest romantic relationship, well, that would probably be the only romantic relationship I had, which was Dion. And you know, I'm terrible because, maybe this is a fair comment on how I regarded the relationship. I don't really remember how long we were together. He always remembered, and he would state the year and the anniversary. I never remembered that stuff. I think it was something like 6 years, which always surprised me because I never thought we were together that long. Anyway, that would be my answer for that, I guess. And that should tell you why I'm no longer in that relationship. Would you ever go scuba diving? I would, yeah. I think it would be a lot of fun. I love swimming in general, so yeah, sure, I would do that. Let me think. Do long distance relationships work? Well, my relationship with Dion was long distance, and that didn't work. I think there's what is the phrase? Exceptions to every rule. So I'm sure for some people they do work, but on some level I think you've got to be together to be able to be having a relationship. Otherwise you're just acquaintances. Let me see. I remember the last one, I think, is there's something that you would like to learn more about. Well, probably bonsai. I want to continue to learn more about it. I'd like to learn more about the history of my area. I'd like to learn more about Native American folklore. Sometimes when I am walking in places like this or at Starved Rock, I think about how sad it is that these whole communities of people, speaking of Native Americans and tribes, were obliterated and wiped out and moved around, and to think of all of their folk tales about this country, this land, were lost. So many stories we'll never know, and we never got to hear about the land we now call home, probably died with them. It makes me very sad. I'd like to learn more about their folklore, their folk stories, their fables, the stories they told around their campfires at night. There's lots of things I'd like to learn more about. Let me think. What was the other one? I think I'm missing one. Do you like yourself? Yikes. I think I have a love-hate relationship with myself. It depends on my mood, and it depends on the day. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That's my answer. I have a love-hate relationship with myself. I think that's all the questions. Yep, I think it is. Okay. I think Jasmine's mad at me because I don't understand how spirits are supposed to be able to knock and speak if they have left their bodies and their bodies are now moldering in the grave. Then they no longer have hands to knock with and vocal cords and tongues and mouths with which to talk. So how can you expect them to talk and knock and do these things if they're floating around outside of a physical body that could do those things? And then she says they're supposed to use the energy. Well, energy is bodiless too. How can that make a physical noise if it doesn't have any shape or form with which to do it? I don't understand that, and she gets crabby when I question it. Okay, goodbye.